Hello, and welcome to Real Estate in a Minute. I'm George Mueller with Century 21 SGR. Today's topic, 3 reasons we're not in a housing bubble. I was reading Keeping Current Matters, and they came up with some good arguments on why this is not a housing bubble. Let me start with this, though. Home values appreciated by about 10% in 2020, as I said before, and they're forecast to appreciate by about 5% this year. This has some voicing concerns, as I said, about a housing bubble. But here are 3 reasons why this is totally different. First and foremost, this time housing supply is extremely limited. The price of any market item is determined by supply and demand. If supply is high and demand is low, prices normally decrease. If supply is low, the demand is high, prices naturally increase. And that's what we're kind of seeing right now. Second, housing demand is real. During the housing boom of the mid-2000s, Robert Shiller, a fellow from Yale School of Management, International Center for Finance, called it irrational exuberance. And he went on to say, without considering historic market trends, people got caught up in this frenzy in the mid-2000s and bought houses based on unrealistic belief that housing values would continue to escalate. Third, households have plenty of equity, and this is much different than in the mid-2000s. During the housing boom, it wasn't just purchasers who got caught up in the frenzy. Existing homeowners started using their homes like ATMs. There was a wave of cash-out refinances, which enabled homeowners to leverage the equity they had in their homes. From 2005 through 2007, Americans pulled out $824 billion with a B dollars in equity. That left many homeowners with little or no equity in their homes at a critical time. In comparison, over the last 3 years, less than a third of what it was compared to in 3 years. Let me rephrase that. In comparison, over the last 3 years, less than a third of what it was compared to 3 years leading up to the crash. In other words, this conservative approach has created levels of equity never seen before. According to the Census Bureau data, over 38% of owner-occupied housing units are owned free and clear, meaning without a mortgage. Bottom line, this time housing supply is at historic lows. Demand is real and rightly motivated. And that's Real Estate in a Minute. Please feel free to reach out with any questions.